Well, dear neighbor, we might as well get in there and drive gig work while the getting is good before these AI robots cut into our territory for customer service. Say no thanks to that, and I'll take some orders myself. Thank you very much. Why don't you do your favor and go ahead and like the video? It helps stay around, and maybe you'll see more from Dark Biscuits here, or subscribe too for more content on the way. Maybe offer some helpful tactical tips in order to think well when you're out driving and when you're out doing this type of work part-time or what have you. Okay, so this one here is 11:52 for 2 deliveries. Of course, that's a no-go because it'll take you the full hour. So that one is an easy pass. And then again, we have like less than $10, and it's for 36 minutes, but it's 13 miles. So the dollars is $9 and something for 13 miles. That's a pretty easy pass. You need more money for that distance. $7 for 5.5. That may be an easy take. That may be a take because at 23 minutes, I mean, you could do almost 3 of those in an hour, but the mileage is up there. So, again, kind of a pass on something like that. A lot of the orders they give are pretty tight for standards. I mean, I like at least $1.50 per mile to 2. But I mean, this is tight at 10.5 for 7.5 miles at 32 minutes. One could take that. I did pass on that, but one could do that pretty much okay. And then 9.5 again for 6.5 miles. One could take that if you want for less than half an hour. So, I mean, they're not the most terrible orders to coming in, maybe $1.25 to $1.5 per mile. So that's a lot better than 1 for 1 because you want to keep those dollar amounts up. Here is an absolute travesty of an order, $10.74 for 11 miles, but the problem is that's 1 for 1, but the big problem is there's 4 stops. There's 2 restaurants, 2 customers, and no, you need to realize that there's risk involved in the real world and get better than that, at least just 1 pickup, 1 delivery. And again, if you have troubles with the Doordash app and you want to leave a comment about what to do with that, you can. I've tried logging out and logging back in. I've also tried resetting the phone, turning it off and on. There's plenty of space on the phone as well, thirdly, so that's not an issue. But I'll tell you what, it red screens a lot from time to time, and I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it doesn't like split screen so much, but I get that on the full screen too when I'm just running the Doordash app. It just circles and goes to red screen and it just freezes up. That is ridiculous. So they need to hire the program, and they're in desperately because it's not a new modern phone such as have with 64 gigabyte and a very recent phone. I mean, there are other problems with the app itself. It is important to know your restaurant, of course, if it's real slow, because you can make $7 for 3.8 miles, but that was a pass for me because of the slow big chain burger places like that sometimes are really slow. You just got to know what you're willing to wait. So it's 18 minutes, may take you, 35 minutes or something like that. You may want to think twice. And did end up taking the Cold Stone Creamery order for $9 for 3.7 miles. That was a good ratio. And that goes good. Of course, it wasn't too far away. I will figure that's easily less than a half an hour at a time, so that was okay. And this one went okay. I did take that to a major burger chain there for $7.50 for 2.9 miles. That's not bad. And I was busy with another order or something, so I said, this one's kind of a slow place, so if I just take my time, finish the one I'm on, and then I go pick it up, it should work out just fine. And then that one did. So, because some of these places are really slow, you got to tactically think around them. Oh, this is a very unique one because it's a totally different thought for $14.50 to go 3.8 miles. Sounds super, and that's over 3 for 1. The only deal is it'll take you the full hour. At 51 minutes, you'll be shopping for 18 things, really 21 total of that 18. So, 51 minutes would take you the whole hour for 14 and a half bucks, because that's detrimental to the hourly pay that I like to see. That was a pass, even though that's great on vehicular travel at 3.8 miles. So just something to slow down. That's why you slow down and look at things. From this perspective, I'm not going to take that, but for a lot of people, that's not a bad thing, maybe. And another one of the same burger place, to go ahead and take that for almost $8 for 4 miles. Sure, for 17 minutes or so. And by the time I get to the place, maybe it'll be ready. Maybe I'll just wait a little bit, but it's nearing the end of the shift. So, why not pick up a little extra on the way? And then shortly around that time, a 20-minute order for $6.50 to go 2.9 miles. So go ahead and, not exactly an add-on, but as finishing the other one or so. So that's not bad. Go ahead and do that with a local wing place there. And once again, there's 4 stops, 2 restaurant and 2 locations to drop them off. And I have a problem with that, a big problem. Shouldn't be making $4, $5, $6, even $7 or $8 for, maybe $8, I don't know, but those are just too low for 2 customers. I mean, if they're leaving tips at all, so those are easy passes. I don't care if it's 2 miles, and you're getting $3 per 1 mile or something like that, or $6 for 2 miles. That really didn't mean a squat to me. Those are wrong because of the risk to make 4 stops and so forth. It's not a good thing. I just stay clear if it's the dollar amounts are just too low. I would take the 2 for 1 on the 4 stop orders. I can see that happening, but the dollar amounts need to be so much higher than that. Ridiculous. And of course, a good chicken order to take for $11 to go 3.6 miles. That's a 3 for 1, and then it takes you 20 minutes. That's a good order that I believe I took. So, and I believe I said this before, but the Uber Eats card, you have to do it on your phone. You got to say, I will pay with this card, and then swipe it. Or if you swipe it first, it says declined there, because at the Raising Cane's, you have to pay for the stuff. So I believe I already said that in a video. Just make sure it is coinciding with your phone. And you say, I'm going to pay with a black card, the Uber Pro card or Plus card, whatever it is, and run through the 3 or 4 steps, because then your phone knows something and it communicates with the card, or the company does, and then it allows that charge where you swipe it and then swipe it. Very important, because you could think your card is bad or something like that.